taught us of the art of praying, unfortunately. We're so bound to the book. And so you parents should do very well to teach your kids really to pray, as from the heart. Say their own words, and God can understand them better that way. If they are kids, instead of mouthing big words, God would appreciate, the prayer of a kid better, or something that way. But it really should come from the heart. I was saying prayers is not exactly praying. A holy hour, doesn't mean 1 hour of reading, In fact, I think you must have said holy hour for kids. And after having read all that, you pray for 1 hour. That is it's a different ballgame when you actually pray. What I'm saying is, what is prayer? Just in case we would like to see that. A very beautiful way of saying what prayer is. It's giving voice to our faith, our hope, our love. It's when you express that faith you have, that the hope that you have, that love that you have for God. That's what prayer is all about. Brothers and sisters, when you are there in the topic of prayer, it's rather a vast topic to discuss at one morning. But really, we are supposed to understand that it is the Spirit who will help us really touch base with God. We cannot do that by our own. And it's such a privilege for us, brothers and sisters, that we need Jesus, whose word we're waiting for commemorate, really gave us that privilege to be able to call God Abba. Abba. I don't know whether you are aware of that. That's the word Jesus used. Abba. Abba is a very childish word. It's the word that first comes to the mouth or the lips of a child addressing its dad. You mothers, you fathers, I don't know if you remember what your little kid used to call the daddy for the first time. I don't know. In Tagalog, it would be most probably da, like that. In Hebrew, it is up. It's like that. It's a very childish word, and that's what it means to call God, as Jesus taught us. You call him, I should call your earthly father. You hear Jewish boys and girls doing that. Not only Jewish boys, children, calling their dad Abba. Brothers and sisters, have we understood that? When we call God, we should call him the way, We, we call our earthly father. If I ask, you people, how do you call your dad? Chances are we'll have a multitude of ways of calling our fathers. I don't know how you call your dad. Some call their dad in the Filipino language, tatay, itay, something like that. Papa, I don't know, dad, daddy, something like that. I have a friend who calls his dad, her dad, Popsy, something like that. And the mother was Mopsy, something that way. I don't know how you call your dad. Brothers and sisters, that's what Jesus told us. When you pray, you call God the way you call your father on earth. I would bet you might not even have tried that, unfortunately. Why? We people don't preach it. But that's what exactly Jesus, said, especially in the version of St. Luke's Our Father. When you pray, say. He said like that. In Matthew, when you pray, say like this. Pray like this. In other words, he is giving us, a kind of model. But for Luke, he says, say this. He is giving us a formula, something like that. And what does Luke begin with? Father in the English language. And you can imagine what that said. That means, when Jesus said it would have been Abba. Brothers and sisters, I have taught this lesson to many people. And I was so glad one day, one lady came, she's not very old, she came and said, Father, you remember last time we met, you taught us that. After that lesson, I tried very hard, to speak with God, using the way I call my dad. And I like to tell you, I don't know what happened to me, but my prayer life deepened. Brothers and sisters, you can try that yourselves. For today, to really speak to God, calling Him the way you call your dad. It becomes so personal. You can never believe that. Please try it, and let's see your prayers answered because you trust God so much. I mean, there are many things when we say that. I call my dad Daddy, although he is just a plumber. There's nothing wrong with Daddy. I never called him Itay. Can you imagine if one day I needed some money for, I don't know what, to go to a movie, and I went to my dad, and then I stood in front of him and said, Itay, hey, Daddy, please give me some money, When I say Itay, he might have, give me batukan niya or something like that. Itay, ano nakain mo, I mean, you call me Itay, what are you eating? What's wrong with you? He will never recognize you. I never called him like that. And so, brothers and sisters, I don't know, Jesus taught us this. Call God Abba. In the television program that I have, when I pray, I say that word, Abba, because I understand it very well. I know what I'm saying. I call God the way Jesus called God, Abba. I don't know, it's a fantastic way of saying it. Of course, if we were singing the Our Father this morning, it's like, can you imagine? And now, as children, let's sing the prayer Jesus taught us. You don't say, Daddy namin, subasalam, Daddy namin. It will be very funny. We will say, Ama namin, our Father. Brothers and sisters, I hope you pick that up. That maybe our prayers can be answered. Definitely. Don't doubt. Don't ever doubt. Especially when we come to God in prayer. So full of faith and hope and love. Before I left Manila to come over here, I was invited by a dear friend for lunch. His person is just 36 years old, very fulfilled, very successful, and whatnot, but he was almost dying. He was so sick. He thought it was the end already. And you know what? He was just sharing with me, and I felt privileged that he was telling me that. At that point, when he had to write over that end of his life, so life like that, he started speaking to God. He started reminding God, I am a father myself. I got 3 kids. When my kid says something, I can't just disregard it. I pay attention. I listen. And then if I can do it, I'll do it. You are my father. Oh boy. When he was saying that, he was so moved. I cannot believe you cannot hear me now. Please, brothers and sisters, I'm sorry. I was saying, he is, addressing God as his Father makes so much difference. It can also make a difference for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.